Today, we have a very special guest on the show today.
One of our oldest friends, Josh Myers, a British actor and also a dad to a lovely girl called Lily, who is unfortunately blind and she has autism.
So we'll just kick it off with really just tell us a bit about yourself, about your daughter.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just really want to hear.
So my daughter's called Lily May. She's 7 now. She's autistic and unfortunately blind. She was at birth. Yes, she was born without any sight. So yeah, that's hard.
Did they know straight away when she came into the world that she was blind? I mean, how do they know? How long does it take?
No. Do you know what? I actually don't know the exact time, but my mum noticed something when Lily was young. She was just like, she doesn't seem to be looking at me, and her eyes don't follow.
They don't
focus.
Because that's interesting, because obviously with autism as well, there's no eye contact.
Yeah.
So it was kind of the unknown, must have
Yeah,
been really
it was.
unknown.
I mean, I didn't know my daughter was going to be autistic, didn't know she was blind when she was born. We just thought we had a, not to say perfect baby, but, you call your baby perfect, don't
course,
you? So yeah, and then then we got the diagnosis of that she's unfortunately blind and she has no sight.
So there's absolutely zero sight.
No sight at all. And then it was a bit later on that we found out she was autistic as well.
What were the signs of the autism?
She would
Because obviously some of the signs are no eye contact, don't respond to your name. So obviously Lily being blind as well, it's like, which one is it? Was it the blindness that she wasn't responding to, or was it because the autism?
It's a hard one because I didn't know about autism. Obviously, I know a lot about it now. But at that time, I didn't really know much about autism, and it's hard. But she'd kick off, it would be 0 to 100 like that. It was like, whoa, little things like she'd say, "Oh, let's get in Daddy's car," and she just used to go for a drive. It would just settle her, and she'd try and fall asleep.
We know about the drives.
Oh, we do.
Okay.
We love the drive.
Right, so but if it was but because of my daughter, this is where it gets hard. Because of my daughter's sight, she can't differentiate, whatever that word is, between light and day because she can't see. So, and also her body clock is not the best with going to sleep.
Yeah,
it's only recently that she's 7 years old. It's only recently, the last year, she started to still up and down, but sleep better.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but she's doing amazing. She's really excelling.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, she's
So with her
doing well.
speech, obviously you said earlier she would say certain things, but did she ever have speech delay? And does she still have speech delay now?
So I wouldn't say speech delay, but I mean she can't have a full conversation yet. But she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
Like if she wants a drink, she'll say, "Oh, Lily would like a drink," or "I'd like a drink."
Does she use her name like
third party?
Yeah, that's
sometimes.
Callie does that.
Yeah, she does.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, or she'll tell a story, and she'll start telling a story, and then she'll go, and then Lily said this and that. It's just so cute.
So
she's in her own little world, and she's happy, and if she's happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard up here for me.
Do you find it difficult as well? Like, obviously, you've got lots of friends that have children and you probably see them a lot. And then that's when you can really see the difference between Lily and other children, especially with their speech.
Yeah, 100%. I love kids. A lot of good friends of mine have amazing kids that I see all the time. And I'm just amazing with them, like I'm amazing with my daughter. But it's very different, because they're not autistic and they can see.
Yeah.
So I little things that I could say, "Oh, well, let's go in that room and I'll meet you in there. We'll play hide and seek." I can't play hide and seek with my daughter.
No.
Do you know what I mean? All these things, just like I'll be playing something with a little kid and doing something, and then I think,
I'd love to do that with
I'd
my
love to do
daughter.
that with my Lily.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It breaks me, man. It really does.
Yeah.
But
And she's your only child, isn't she?
my one and
so
only.
It's not like you can even compare if you had another child to be like, okay, this is what it's like. She is your one and only, as you said, and it must be. I know you just mentioned before, like it really kind of mentally affects you. Do you want to talk a bit more about your mental health? Yeah,
so I'm quite big on like on my social media about mental health, and I always put quotes up, and I always try and talk about it. As I put posts up that I suffer with depression and mental health, have done ever since I can remember. I don't actually remember a time when I didn't suffer.
So it wasn't since Lily, it's been
No,
before
no,
that.
God, no. I've had it stupid. I can't even remember when I...
Like school years?
Oh, yeah, school years. I think I was in primary school going to see therapists. You know, that my mum would slap me up to blooming Harley Street every week to see, like, the best. You know,
Have you ever been medicated?
for what for? I'm on medication now for my mental health, for my depression. I'm on escitalopram. I think I said it right.
Yeah.
Again, you know, I've been on for such a long time. They might not be working. It might be a placebo effect now.
And you think that helps?
But if it's helping me get through my days, then I'm going to stick with them. And that's what my doctor said. He said, you don't have to come off them.
Yeah.
He said, because it could get worse mentally for you. You could feel like, oh, I'm not taking pills anymore. It's all going to go down here. He said, are you happy right now and what you're doing? I said, I'm actually, for once in my life, content. I feel good.
So do you have a trigger that gets you down, or is it just daily stuff that you struggle with, or is it?
To be honest, I was talking about this morning with my friend. The only thing that gets me down at the moment, because I'm single, I love being single. I'm happy. I've gone through a lot of shit in my life, but you know, I'm in a very good place mentally and physically at the moment for the first time in a very long time. Don't get me wrong, I still suffer.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Who don't, exactly. Everyone suffers in silence, which they shouldn't, which we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And like last night, I was going to bed. I had a really good day. You know, I just come up from Scotland. I did something up there with the Rise of the Foot Soldier Boys, which was best time. Banter all day. Meeting the fans was incredible. Come back, saw my family, felt amazing, went to bed. And then bang, all these thoughts went in my head. Like, oh, you know, all about my daughter, really.
So it's mainly when you're on your own.
Yeah, it's on my own.
When you're sitting with just your head.
Just my own thoughts.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I can be all right, but like last night I was crying for a long time. I started crying, and you know, I'm not scared to admit that I cry.
No.
I love that you
grown men cry.
That.
And yeah,
Real men cry.
Real men cry, yeah. So it's hard. It's very hard. But you know, like little things that I think about, like my daughter can't even see what I look like. She doesn't even know what she looks like, and it breaks my heart because my daughter is so beautiful.
She really is.
So all these thoughts go in my head. How's it going to be when she's older? What's going to happen in her life? What path is she going to go down? All these thoughts go in my head.
It's kind of what we were saying before. Like at the moment, like Lily being 7, Bailey being 3, you know, all the little quirky things that they do, all the stimming and the hand movements, that's really cute at the moment.
Yeah.
But it worries me, like, is it going to be cute when she's 20, 30 years old?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Those thoughts, you know, I think the thoughts that run through your head aren't unusual for someone that has an autistic child.
Yeah.
You know, because
especially
I feel
having,
the same things.
You know, her being blind on top. It's just definitely the cherry on top, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I first found out she was blind, that poor blimey, that literally destroyed me.
Yeah.
Like I can't even explain what I went through.
Do you remember the scenario? Were you in the hospital at the time? Was it a phone call?
Do you know what? It was such a blur. It's really sad.
You probably blocked it out,
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I know people ask me questions all the time. When did Callie say her first word? When did, you know, and I can't remember anything because I feel like we as human beings block things out that we just don't ever want to remember. So it's really fair that you said that.
I mean, it's sad, but I just don't remember when I found out. But I remember how I reacted. I can't remember the time or place or whatever. But yeah, that broke me, man. That killed me because I had no idea, and it was not only my mum, but like I think my mum at the time when she saw something weren't right, she didn't want to tell me and worry me. Or
I think we've all been there with our parents, haven't we? They kind of knew before we knew.
And
for
them
they've
not
got
the
to
experience,
tell us,
haven't they?
Yeah, I guess so. And I guess they see it because we live with our children and we're with our children a lot.
Yeah.
That they see it from kind of an outsider. So
yeah, and then so obviously when we found out about the site, that was horrible. And you know, they say she was born in the right era. That's all they've said to us at the moment. That, and you know, one day there might be something, but we don't know yet. But she was born in the right era. That's all they can say.
what does that mean?
It means that there's more science around
Yeah,
it.
so there's basically there's for me in my head, which makes me feel better.
There might be
is that
cures.
There might Yeah, maybe in her lifetime there will be.
Okay.
It could be next week, could be a year, could be 20 years.
Okay.
But if it was 20 years ago, they wouldn't have had
Right.
as much.
Yeah, do you see
And
what
I
I'm
guess
saying?
you just have to live with that hope, don't you? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what kind of...
yeah. I mean, like when I see my Lily, she's, I try and spend as much time with her as I can, and when I do see her, it's the best.
What's it like? Because obviously you see Lily a few, 2, 3, 4, however many days you do a week because you don't live with her.
Yeah.
What's it like when she comes over and she stays? And does she?
Well, no, I go to her.
Okay.
There's another thing about like autism with it's like she
Routine.
likes routine. She likes her own space.
Yeah.
She calls it Lily's house.
Mm-hmm.
No, back to Lily's house. That's what she says. So sometimes she'll come to mine, but most times I go to see Lily.
Fine, okay.
Because it's easier for Lily.
And also she's got all her stuff there.
She's got all of her stuff there.
yeah.
She knows
Her
her surroundings. Yeah, she she's got a big couple of big rooms in the house, and she can walk around. She knows everywhere. And when she's going to near like a wall or something, she knows where she is.
Well,
She'll stop.
so clever.
She has
Correct me if
senses.
I'm wrong, because obviously when one sense of sight doesn't work,
Yeah.
the others become heightened.
Yeah, so her
that correct?
yeah, so her ears are she's so sensitive.
Yeah.
Her singing voice is incredible.
Wow.
She was singing Spice Girls the other day.
Bless her.
She loves it. She can listen to something. I don't even think that much. She loves replaying something. Like she'll say, put it on again, but that
my
could go on
God.
for 100
Oh,
times.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're at that stage.
Right, so
But
that
you know
could-
the song Apata, that APT
Yeah,
song?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When it finishes, straight away, again.
Yeah. So I get that a lot of times when I'm with her, but she just prefers being in her own space where she feels comfortable and she's happy.
And you have to respect that. And it's
course.
easier for her, obviously, and it's easy for you as her dad.
100%, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, every time I go around there, I see us, it's really weird. So, like, going back to mental health quickly and depression, it's that even sometimes I drive up seeing my Lily and I just think, I'm honest in my head, and I'm going to be honest now. Like I sometimes think, I wonder how she's going to be today. What mood she's going to be in.
You just don't know.
You just don't know. But she's always so happy. She's just a very happy girl, and she's always singing, always like playing. Always, we got this thing. The minute I'm with her, she's like, "Hello, Daddy. Daddy, can we go spinning?" So I've got to spin around.
Oh, they love a bit of a spin.
And that will go on for about an hour. Yeah, and she's getting heavy now. She's 7. So it's like, "Oh, Daddy's back, Lily. Let's have a breather." She goes, "Okay, 1 minute." And then it's, "Go spinning?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, I got no rest. But she's the best. She's the best thing, and I'll do everything in my power to give her the best life she could possibly have.
So
That's all I
where
can
is
do.
she at a mainstream school?
So at the moment, she's at a mainstream school.
With a one-to-one.
With a one-to-one, obviously, yeah, who helps her and who's been amazing with Lily.
Yeah.
But Lily loves school. She loves school, yeah. She really does.
Sociable?
Yeah, but also, she like a lot of the kids love Lily because of how she is.
Yeah, see, I've been hearing this a lot with your Callie as well. Like
Everyone
a lot of
loves
children
Callie.
They're drawn to
kind
them.
of draw.
Yes.
us-
Yeah, because before Lily started to school, they would like tell stories about Lily and that she
Okay.
can't see and
Because
how,
some of Bailey's friends, not that they're Bailey's friends, but friends of mine that go to the same nursery, they'll be like, "Oh, Bailey's my best friend," but Bailey hasn't got a clue that she's her best
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, of
but they
course,
all
yeah.
kind of.
But how gorgeous and wonderful that all these other children are drawn to our children.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they want to help, they want to love, they want to play.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. It is amazing. And sometimes if I would go pick her up from school, or like I get told, a little girl helped walk Lily out with her one-to-one today, saying she likes Lily.
Sweet.
It's so cute,
It's
man.
heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is heartbreaking, but it's so sweet.
But yeah, but what I was going back to
Yeah.
on the mental health thing is that I could be having the worst day in my head, go and see my daughter, and it just all goes.
Yeah.
Everything goes out of my head because I'm there to see her.
She's the one that heals you.
Yeah, she does. She's
But
my little world.
also gives you all the other emotions as well.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah,
But I think also, like, as a father and a mother, whether it be autism or anything, I think children worry us regardless, even if they're typical. Because obviously I have 2 typical children as well.
Yeah.
And the worries that go through my head for my other 2 children, it's just as bad.
Yeah,
it's not.
of course.
It's different.
Yeah.
But I still worry about each of my children.
Yeah,
regardless.
my mum
Yeah,
says
of
it to me
course.
every single day.
I think my mum still worries about
Always.
me.
Yeah,
Always.
My mum always about me. Yeah.
If I'm like, even like, oh, mum, I've got a bad cold. She goes, I was awake all night worrying about you. I was like, I've got a
Yeah.
cold, mum. She's
Yeah.
but you're my baby, regardless
Yeah,
of the
it's
age.
true,
So I think
yeah.
it's never going to change, is
No,
it?
it's never
But so
gonna
we were
change.
saying that Lily is at mainstream at the
So
moment.
Lily's at mainstream with a 1-to-1,
Yeah.
and it's only recently. It's took about 5.5, maybe 6 years of a battle to get her into a special needs school.
Fantastic.
I mean,
You've got
and it's
there.
But it's
only
not fantastic that it's taken
No,
5
it's
years.
not. but fantastic that you've got there.
It's pretty disgusting that
Yeah.
she only just got a place. You know, she's very autistic. Well, not very, but she's
Severely.
she's severely autistic, and
More importantly, she's blind
and
in a
she's
mainstream
blind.
surrounding.
Yeah, so this new school, we got her into an SLD school,
Okay.
which is amazing.
Amazing.
Near where she lives, only
Yeah.
5-10 minutes away. The school that we wanted.
And that's severe learning difficulties.
Yeah,
it stands
SLD
for.
school. Yeah. So you
Proud
got
of you.
yeah,
Thank
so you
you.
got LD learning difficulty and SLD special learning difficulties, which now she's in.
Yeah.
She starts. So there's half term coming up, I think, and then after that, she's in it. But
Fantastic.
she's not calling it her new school. She's calling it her new club.
Okay, so she's aware that there's going to be changes. You've kind of like discussing that with her.
They're trying to break her in gently.
So they're transitioning
So
her.
like the 1-to-1 from her old school has been coming with her to the new school.
That's
to
amazing.
meet the new.
Oh, okay, but she won't move to that school with her. Okay.
No, she'll go back and do her thing. But to meet the new 1-to-1 and everyone around the school and then
So she's been to her new school.
Yeah. She's
I think she will thrive so
Yeah, I
much
think
more
she'll do
being
really- I
around
think she'll do
like-minded
amazing.
people. And
yeah.
This is what you always hear, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
almost like it's a breath of fresh air for the parent to know that they're in the best hands ever.
Yeah, she
but
is.
for them as a child to then finally think, okay, now I'm with my people.
Yeah.
Is so rewarding.
I mean,
for them as well.
Lily is very well looked after. She's
Yeah.
in a, she's. I never think about that for a second.
No.
She's in a safe place. She's very
Yeah.
good. She's always with her nanny, which is always great. She's just a happy girl, and I can only be happy with her because she's just so happy.
yeah.
You know, she's just no different. Bless her.
Does she have meltdowns?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen many recently, but I get told
Yeah.
that, by the way, blimey, she kicked off on the train the other day. We went to go to Moorfields Hospital, and I was like, what happened? Oh, God, she kicked off the whole way out there, didn't stop from the train station all the way out. She didn't want to be in the buggy, just screaming, proper screaming, till she got back, got in the house.
And then she was fine.
Started singing.
Yeah.
Love her so
But she's like
much.
literally-
Did she wear ear defenders?
No.
See that I someone asked me that yesterday as
Yeah.
well because we went to a cinema
Well, she
party.
loves the train.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if all the other noises and everything kind of like triggered her. But we don't know, and I don't think they know either.
Well, I think with autistic children, I think a lot of the senses are heightened as well, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they
so
are.
that would be a lot louder for
Yeah.
her. But
And especially that she uses-
she's always used to like the train, but it's just having a bad day.
Yeah.
She calls an airplane a bus. Oh, we're going on the magic bus. When she's on the plane, she says, "Go faster, go faster." Well, we're going like 800 miles an hour. What do you want me to do? So she's funny, man. Bless her. She's such a good girl.
Do you worry about her future?
Yeah, massively. I just worry about. Again, going back to these thoughts I have in my head at night. I mean, they're just crazy. The things I just think. I think the worst.
Yeah, of course. So do I.
I don't mean to think the worst, but I do think the worst.
But I always think the worst because then if something good happens, then it's kind of a shock. Like I'm happy.
Yeah. Like,
And then I'm not let down.
Yeah, no, that's true. I just think sometimes, oh God, what if it's like this new school? There's someone there who lashes out at Lily, she won't see it coming, or someone pushes. I know she won't because someone's always with her, and it's not that kind of vibe there.
It's kind of like we don't worry for them, we worry about other people.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We shouldn't worry about other people, even though we do.
Yeah.
We should just be worrying about them.
Yeah, I know. I do worry about her a lot, and I worry about where she's going to be in the future,
Yeah.
how she's going to be when she's older.
Yeah.
Just all these things go through my head at night,
Yeah.
and that leads to me having like a little breakdown. You know what I mean? Like in my head, like I said, I cried last night. I was just.
So what do you do when you cry? Do you reach out to anyone? Do you speak to anyone? Because I feel the worst thing you can do is just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, do I talk to people? I mean, it's really. don't know what word is to say it, but I'm very open with my mental health, especially on my social media. I put posts talking about it the other day. I basically want a lot of people to speak about their problems more, especially, and this is nothing against women, but men are just, are more like, we don't want to talk about our problems because we're tough and macho and we don't need to talk to anyone. Yeah. But listen, I talk to so many people, especially therapists. I talk to my mum, I talk to my friends. There's obviously certain friends I can talk to and certain friends I can't. Yeah. But my family are always my family. My mum is like my rock. Yeah. So I could just say, my mum had a really bad day today. So,
I do love your mummy.
Oh, she's cool, man.
She is the best.
And she is the best. I don't know what I'd do without her. Or my dad. They've saved my life many times. But I just, so I want a lot of men to speak up about their problems more to people. They've got to open up. And that's what I did. And that's what I
Well, hopefully that's what you're advocating.
Yeah, 100%. And that is what I do. But on times like that, it's really weird. I feel like I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be on my own and just have my own emotions and have my own thoughts.
But I think once you've got that out, because you're in your zone, then you can say, like you've just said to us, I had a really rubbish night last night.
Yeah.
So it's in that moment, it's very hard just to be like, I've got to speak to someone. You need to just deal with your feelings and then you can talk about it. But as long as you talk about it afterwards,
yeah, of course.
I think that's okay.
I always open up. Like, even, one of my closest friends I'd open up to all day long. But if I woke up in the morning and I still felt, rubbish, I, might call my mum or just say, look, you all right, mum? She knows straight away.
You can hear in the tone of your voice.
Yeah. I'll ring my mum. She go, oh, you all right, mum? She go, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I go, nothing. I just want to call, say I love you. She goes, darling, tell me.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
I go, oh, mum, I feel a bit down today. Okay, darling, why do you feel down? And, I just say this and that, and she just puts me straight.
She sounds so amazing.
Yeah, and she's good.
She's
good. She's a good egg, and she's a good grandma to Lily as well. She adores my Lily.
Yeah. So how often because obviously you said that you have to travel to see Lily and you stay up there because it's easier for her. Yeah. So how often do your parents see her then?
Well, my mum's come with me today to see her.
Will your mum stay over with you?
Yeah, she'll stay there. Not like overnight.
Okay.
No, we can't. I'll come back later. Yeah.
Fine. So you're not staying overnight. You just spend the whole day with her.
I just spend the whole day with her.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to see her more and I want to see as much as I can, but it's just how things have worked out. I see her once or twice a week at the moment. Yeah. And that's that's.
Well, you've got to work, haven't you?
I have to work, and my work is, like my acting is, and any money I make is, yes, it's mine, but it's all for my daughter. Yeah, it's all for Lily's future.
It's all the fight. I mean, obviously getting her into a SEND school as well. I can't imagine didn't cost anything to do. No. Like everything costs money. I mean, having special needs children is so expensive in itself anyway. Yeah. So you work for your children.
100%. So, and everything is amazing at the moment. Life is good. She couldn't be more looked after if you tried. I mean, her nanny Julia, who looks after her, her full-time carer, basically, deserves an OBE. Like, I can't tell you, this woman is incredible. She I can't really get into it properly, but she had to take care of Lily. The mum's not in the picture, but that's all I'll say on that bit.
That's fine.
But the dad is. Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry about that.
You are.
My Lily's my world. So it's good. Everything's good.
Do you ever feel like how do you say it? Do you ever feel like, when are we going to get a fucking break? As in, why us? I still have those questions going around my head.
So do I.
Like, why me? Why us? And, a lot of people will turn around and say, well, that she's given to you. They're given to you because, they know you can handle it.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah. Like, bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah. I just
think sometimes
I've had enough shit in my life to
I
deal
just
with.
think people say that, but they don't really know why they're saying that. When people are having a bad time, I'm sure, especially when you're suffering with your mental health, people say everything will fall into place, everything will be fun. I just generally think people don't know what to say to people that have children on the spectrum. They just don't know how to say
they
it.
chose you because you're one of the good ones. Well, maybe I don't want to be a good one.
I know, but it's the same with people that have cancer. They're like, oh, you're strong, you're strong. They can deal with it. No, they can't. Like, it's a terrible disease. It's the same sort of concept. But
it's.
I mean, you're 7 years down the line. Obviously, can I actually ask you, when did Lily get her diagnosis? Do you have any idea age-wise?
What about being autistic?
Yeah.
I actually remember. I remember I got a phone call from Nanny Julia, who does everything for her. Took her to to get checked up.
Yeah,
and she came out and called me crying, said that she's just been.
Do you know how old she was?
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay, that sounds about right.
I'm gonna say 4. It's got to be 4, potentially 5. But I remember that phone call. That was hard. Because I was just like, for fuck's sake.
What else do they want to throw at her?
What else do they want to throw at my daughter?
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
so unfair
She can't
on her.
see, and now they've given her autism as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But as I said to you before, and I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but she knows no different. I think if she was your typical and blind, I think it might be a lot harder. But because does that make sense? Because she doesn't really know to a certain degree what's going on because she's in her own world.
I think that's a better.
I think it kind of is not better. Nothing's going to be better, but I think she's more. What's the word? She's more guarded because of it. Does that make sense?
Does she know? Does she understand about being blind? Does she say anything to you?
No.
She thinks it's normal.
She thinks it's yeah.
And you know what? That's not such a bad thing.
No, listen, it could have been, like my friend, said to me the other day, he said, Josh, look, I know you suffer, like one of my close friends, he said, I know you suffer, but you got to think about other things. And people say to me all the time, like, oh, but look at this child, he's in a wheelchair, can't walk, and I say, yeah, but he can see.
Yeah.
There's always something. I say, yeah, but he can see, he can talk to you, he can move his eyes, he can chat to his friends. That won't happen with Lily.
I think it's just people don't really know
They
what to
They
say.
don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It is what it is. They're the cards I've been dealt.
Yeah.
I've got to deal with it. That's my life forever. Until the day I die, I'll be looking after my
But it's easier,
daughter.
from what you've said, way easier said than done. Like the worries and the struggles and the depression and everything else that comes with it. No one will really understand that unless they live in our world.
100%. And, like another thing my mate said to me, he said, Josh, it could have been a lot worse. I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, she could have been born with sight and then lost it. So
I mean, I don't know
so I said, yeah, maybe so. She said, well, look, she doesn't know no different, Josh. If she was born with sight and then lost it, it'd be a lot worse.
I do understand that.
So I understand that. It didn't make me feel like
no, it doesn't,
better,
because
but it's kind of right what he said.
Why couldn't she not just have sight and keep her sight?
Yeah, I wish that was a possibility as well. But
I just think sometimes people don't know what to say.
No, that's exactly it.
They try, and I bless them for it.
They do
but
try and be nice.
sometimes
I'm just like, look, it is what it is.
But even if we were in that circumstance where someone else had a problem with their child or themselves and they were unwell, like what would we say? We would say the same sort of things because what else are we meant to say?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked sometimes. Like people say to me, like people like I meet in the industry, like the film world, for example, like who can see like maybe a picture they've seen on my social media of my daughter, or very rarely I put a picture up, but like maybe I put a picture up when it's her birthday, or I talk about her. And then, oh, she's so beautiful. How old is she? 7? Oh, just she go to, ask. And then they get to the stage where they go, oh, like they ask me something. I go, oh, she doesn't do that because she can't because she's blind. They're like, you never would have known. Oh, you never. I'm so sorry. And then it's just like one of them things. Like when we was away last year, we all went away to Spain, and she was, we were swimming. She loves swimming.
Of course.
Oh my
She's autistic.
God.
Of course she loves swimming.
She loves swimming.
Same as Callie. She could be in the water all day
long. Oh, yeah,
long.
if you take her out, she goes mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now she's got a little bit better, as in like she'll know when she's like, okay, I want to leave now, I want to get out. Yeah. But she goes mental when she's in the pool. That's a fun time. And it's mad because she doesn't want me near her. Like I'll go swimming with her. She go, no, Daddy, no. She does her own thing. Swims. She can't see. She's swimming.
Is she swimming or
she's swimming. Yeah.
What, with no armbands?
Yeah. Well, we don't go to the deep end.
Yeah.
Like she can stand if she wants, but it's like
she's
does
just so
her own,
free. They're so free in the water.
Yeah. She just loves it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I just
loves
wish
it.
I had a swimming pool in my garden.
Yeah.
It would literally make life so much better.
You can buy those ones like from Costco.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
And anyway, because they've got no danger awareness either, so you can't leave them in the pool. Or anywhere, even the bath. She's swimming in the blooming bath every night.
Really?
She gets goggles on.
Yeah. Well, she would have a bath. She loved the bath, but where we had to get her a walk-in shower because over time lifting up and putting her in the bath and she loves the shower.
Yeah.
Like she'll go in from school. Her routine is sit on the steps, take your shoes off, take your clothes off, put your pajamas on, or it's pretty much should we have a shower? She loves a shower.
Yeah.
And she'll be in there for hours.
She needs her routine.
She loves it. And
she thrives on it.
Yeah, routine.
Yeah.
All about routine.
I know, which is really blooming difficult because life isn't a routine.
Funny enough, Bailey's okay without a routine. She has to have a routine, don't get me wrong. All children have to have a routine.
Yeah, of course.
But usually, like, we will do her bath, her bottle, and then she'll come into our room and she'll watch a bit of telly before bed. And then my mother-in-law actually put her to sleep on Saturday night and didn't put her in my room to have telly first, just put her straight in her cot and she was fine.
But she can't verbalise. But then I guess she not melt down or anything. She was just happy to get in her bed. Yeah. Good for her. That's amazing. I think it will come.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
I just thought maybe, I've got one lucky thing.
No, I think routine.
Well, I think the sleep's slowly going. I've had a great run for 3 years on her sleeping, and now she's decided to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning.
You're right. Well, what I would say is that
Nanny Julia is a hero then. If she's doing that on her own with no sleep, that is so tough.
I will show Julia this podcast because I always wanted to big her up. She stepped in, as you would anyway, because she's her granddaughter. And that's basically Lily's mum.
Yeah.
She does everything for Lily, and she is one special human being.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
The sleepless nights.
Horrendous.
She'll pass out 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's her sleep. She'll wake up at 2 in the morning, and she's up for the day.
Done for the day, yeah, I feel
and that was every day, years.
Yeah.
Wasn't like... And then it would change. But at the moment, it's getting.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
When everyone asks about Callie's sleep, whenever someone asks about Callie's sleep,
says, "Oh, she's gone backwards again."
No, just don't even say it.
I did this podcast right, and they talked about her sleep, and I fucked it.
I know. I literally, if anyone ever asks me, I'm like, no comment, because if I say anything, it changes.
Yeah.
So I really feel
I think
you
I bragged
on that.
about it for too long, and now.
Yeah.
No,
it's going good at the moment. She's in a good place.
Good.
So
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Bless her.
I know.
So what advice could you give to other dads? Because I feel like since we've started this podcast, we're on episode 14.
I think we are maybe 13, 14.
Something like that.
Yeah. Let me just have a look at my on my phone case.
Oh, what a lovely phone case here.
It's a lovely phone case.
We actually get a lot of dads that listen to our show and they message us, or their partners will message and say like, thank you, because as you said, men suffer in silence. Men don't talk, and especially if they can't speak to anyone that can relate to them, they'll just keep quiet. I mean, we've got this social gathering event that we're doing at the end of March. You're more than welcome to join.
And then you have to come.
In fact, you are coming.
I'll come.
But half of the tickets are men.
Good.
And it's amazing now, and that's why I think we're doing this to share more awareness and for men just to speak up, accept, understand and vocalise.
Yeah.
Because it is more about the mums, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because we are the mums of the children, but also
men are the ones that tend to be working throughout the week, and then we're the ones that are doing the school
But they still
run.
feel just as much as we do, but it's just not really spoken about as much.
Yeah.
I mean, that is really important to us.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like I said, mental health is a massive thing for me, especially in men.
Yeah.
You know, if you're afraid to talk and you're worried, please don't be. Just speak to someone because it saved my life.
Yeah.
It will save yours, hopefully. You know what I mean? Don't think there's no way out, because there is.
Yeah.
There always is a way out. And I've had my dark times, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's kept me going is my daughter. I'll never leave my daughter.
So going back before Lily and talking a bit more about childhood, you said like mum always took you to the best specialist to find out why you were feeling so low. But is there not anything more than that? Like I don't know if you've got any sort of diagnosis, but is it just that you've always suffered like with anxiety and feeling low, or do you have any other sort of diagnosis?
I don't think I've actually got diagnosed with you're depressive. You got depression, but I was seeing therapists for as long as I can remember, so I knew I had something wrong with me. I think one of the main things I can remember a long time ago, nothing to do really with how I feel now, is I didn't want to go to sleep.
Okay.
I was scared to sleep.
Yeah.
I thought, what if I die? I was scared of dying. That was a big thing for me. I was scared to go sleep. Yeah, and that was, my mum was like, well, I think we need to go and see someone, because I would keep myself awake, and then I'd finally like pass out, and it's like, right, you got to get up for school now.
Yeah.
And my teacher used to say he's falling asleep at the desks. He's not focusing. What's happening at home? And they're like, he's not sleeping. He doesn't want to sleep. So.
And again, I've always say this when we've got other people on, that have also suffered mental health. Like, you come from a very, very close family. Mum and dad are your rocks. It's not like, well, obviously I don't know, but were there any sort of triggers for you to have these fears about dying and not being able to sleep and feeling low? Like, do you have any idea where things may have been triggered from, or whether it's just happened to you?
I think it's just happened to me. I don't think anything's ever actually triggered me to go, oh God, no, I'm scared of death. It's just one of them things. It's just my fucked up brain that I've just, I'll probably go to bed tonight and think about that now because we spoke about it.
I'm pretty much the same. I've always said to myself, whether it's right or wrong. My dad died when he was 55 years old.
He was the best. He was an amazing man, your dad, let me tell you.
So my thing is, if I make it past 55, I'm all good.
Yeah, so you think about shit like that as well.
But this is the thing. This is the question I was having. You've experienced death.
Yeah, so there's a trigger. Why?
So you've got a trigger.
Like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He was a good man, your dad. Never forget him.
The first thing he ever said. We lived on the same road, Jade and I.
Yeah.
And my dad said to me the other day, I said, what was it like? What was it like living with Jade?
Noisy?
What was his parents like? He said, Barry knocked on the door.
Oh, I loved him.
And my dad answers. And my dad's like, hi, mate. Like, welcome to the road. He went, got a ladder. That was it. That was it. And that was it. And then they got on friends, so well. Yeah. But it was just like, he just went straight in. He needed that ladder and he got it. Yeah, but we've all got family like memories of your amazing dad. And
we used to go on holiday when we were younger, didn't we? Remember your dad?
Is it a bird?
Yeah. Is it a plane? No, it's Josh Myers.
Josh Myers on the roof.
On the roof, yeah. My mum, get down the roof, Josh.
Josh decided
were you always a bit crazy then?
Yeah,
were you medicated at a young age?
I don't think so. I was just a lunatic.
You were just a
loon?
loon?
I was walking around the building, like on top of a roof.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what come over me. I just thought, I'm just going on that roof. Everyone's down by the pool and I went off on my own.
Do you ever think maybe as a young kid you were undiagnosed maybe with ADHD or...
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
Especially because I feel like people
I could never
think...
sit still at school. I was always... A teacher would ask me something and I'd shout out. Then, I'd support teachers at school.
Whereas I think at that time, when we were younger, it wasn't as vocal as it is now, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
And I think you were probably just looked at as being a naughty boy.
Yeah, I was.
Whereas actually you probably weren't. You were probably just very undiagnosed.
Yeah, but maybe you 100%. Are ADHD, and especially when it comes to your mind. Like, forget the not being able to sit still and being a little loon at school. Like, your mind now and the way it just doesn't shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not here to diagnose
No,
you.
we're definitely not.
God, I feel like I'm in a therapy session.
Yeah, I know. Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
No, but it's just interesting to know.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've known you for years.
Long time.
Long time.
Very long time.
I'm a little bit, only a few years younger than you.
How old are you? 36, 35?
Get down lower.
33. Oh, yeah, you're
34,
a lot.
Thank you very much.
34, yeah, I'm 38. I'm 4 years older
Yeah,
than
we're
you.
4 years.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But
40.
Yeah,
I've always known you, just like obviously we've got a lot of mutual friends and we used to go, we've been on holiday together.
Yeah.
I didn't see you half the time.
Yeah, we'll leave that one there.
Yeah, it was very fun. Let's just say it was
I was
Ibiza,
drunk
but
way
very
too
fun.
much.
Yes, just a little bit too much drink there. But you've always had your character of, because obviously we haven't seen each other for quite some time, and we speak here and there, but like we used to hang around a lot more. But this was pre us both having babies.
Yeah.
But you would always mask who you really were. Like you always had this big character.
Yeah.
Obviously with your acting, obviously you know how to act, so you can know how to mask. But you wouldn't, again, like us growing up, I wouldn't know that you really suffered mentally and had depression.
I think it's because I'd always act Jack the lad, wouldn't I? Really, not saying I'd the macho man, but I'd always be the clown and make people laugh and be like someone's rock to fall back on if they need help or anything like that.
Yeah. Because you're hiding your real feelings.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but then I'd go home at night and just everything would just come flooding in my head.
Yeah.
But it's amazing now that you don't feel you have to mask and that you can stand up
and
say how you feel.
It feels amazing to talk about it, just to get things off your chest and out your brain, out your mouth into the world or to people. It's like,
you should never be ashamed of that.
I'm not
but
ashamed
that's
of it, no
why
way.
I'm so happy that you've come on because I want other men to feel the same way and think,
I
you know
really
what,
hope
if
you
Josh
do.
can do it, then I can do it too.
100%. Yeah, there's always a way out. I mean, if anyone's watching this now and feels, oh God, I think I might be depressed, then pick up the phone, call your loved one, call someone, or go round to someone that you know. I could say mate or mum or dad or whatever, and just say, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
What should I do? I don't know what your situation is, but if you feel low and down, talk to someone because it won't always go up it would just keep going down and down and down. It just becomes this burden on your shoulders.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've got to tell people how I feel, and then you finally do it, and it's just like massively like, oh.
It's like
weight.
they say, isn't it?
Wow.
A problem shared is a problem. A problem shared
Yeah,
is a problem
halved
halved.
or something like that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, it is true.
That's so
it really
true.
does work for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, some things I might bottle up because I just feel what's the point saying it, calling mum again? Oh, mum, blah blah blah. Yes, I know, darling. That's what you're always depressed about. You know what I mean? Because what's the point? Yes, I do talk to my friends and family about stuff, but that's if I feel really low. Like if I'm like, oh shit, man, I'm not in a good place.
Yeah.
I need to go to someone before I do something stupid.
But you've obviously hit rock bottom maybe more than once.
Yeah, many times.
Right. So you know that being rock bottom is just not a place that you want to be. And I feel
it's
like
not.
you've really trained yourself now to not reach that level again.
Yeah, I never want to go back to that place. Rock bottom was drinking, doing drugs, just being stupid.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's it just and it just fucked up my life,
Yeah.
and it just I'm now 2.5 years, maybe 3, no drugs,
Fantastic.
nothing for me.
Well done.
I might
That's brilliant.
have a little beer here and now and again, but that's about it, a shandy or something like that. But I'm in a good place. I'm in a very good place. I'm never going back to that dark place I was in. I can't do it to
So do
myself.
you know
or
what?
or my daughter. I can't do
No,
it.
exactly.
And I
do it.
know this sounds cliche or everything that I hate, but maybe Lily came like this on this world, on this planet to save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it because
I hate people that say that to me.
No, but someone has said it. Someone has said it to me.
But maybe you need to look at it like that she saved you.
Yeah, she did. She did save me, to be fair, because I had to sort my head out, sort my ideas out.
You had to become a father.
I had to become a
You had to
dad.
grow up.
Yeah. So
And you can't imagine her not being in your life. So if you ever went to rock bottom again, she wouldn't be there because you wouldn't be able to be around her. So
I wouldn't want to be around her if I ever went back like that. I
and you wouldn't want to
put
be
that
around
energy on her.
yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't want to put that energy on anyone, let alone my daughter. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but like I said, I'm happy now. I'm content. But it's only been the last 1.5 to 2 years
Sure.
I've actually found myself.
Yeah. But
That's a
keep
long
on
time.
going. And I just
Yeah, of
think
course.
we just want to thank you so much for coming on
My
because I
pleasure.
think that this will benefit so many people that listen and watch this.
Good. I hope it does.
Yeah. So thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. Anytime.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Josh.
Pleasure.